So, what I like to do for this problem is remind you guys of a couple things. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple rules. One rule I want you to remember is if you have an exponent raised to the negative value, to make that positive, we said we need to put it as the denominator. We'll make it positive. And I showed you why that works. That's just one of your rules of exponents. The other rule of exponent that works that's similar to this is if you already have it negative and it already is on the denominator, to make it positive, we put it as a numerator. Okay? Those are two rules of exponents that are going to help us do this problem. So, first of all, what does this -1 represent? Well, a couple things I want you guys to remember that if I had 2/4 squared, okay, what does 2/4 squared mean? That means 2 divided by 4 times 2 divided by 4. Right?
Right.
Does everybody agree with me?
Yes.
That also could be rewritten as 2 squared over 4 squared, right? 2 times 2 is 2 squared. 4 times 4 is 4 squared, right? Which also theoretically means, rather than doing all that, I could simply just say that squared and that squared. So I can just rewrite it as 2 squared over 4 squared. Very simply, I don't even have to show this. I can just say, oh, that exponent goes to the numerator and the denominator, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is I can rewrite this problem as 9 to the negative first over 11 to the negative first.
So you wouldn't
Okay?
write -9 over -11.
No, yeah, it's not negative. The exponent is what's your negative, okay? So then I need to think about, well, remember a monomial, we talked about, cannot have negative exponents. So we cannot write our monomial with these negative exponents. So how do I write 9 to the negative first power as a positive exponent? Well, let's just make it look like this. 9 to the negative first power now has to be 1 over 9 to the first power. Does that make sense? So now I have 1 over 9 to the first power. And if it's 11 to the negative first power, to make that positive, I need to put that over 1. And you can just write over 1 if you want to. So now, what really happens is I have 11 to the first power, 9 to the first power, which again, we don't need to write them to the first power, so I can just eliminate it. But what you guys notice is, it's pretty much just the reciprocal of that. Okay? Just all really just you're flipping it. Yep, exactly. And I want to explain it, but yes, as you know, you're looking at this, when it's a negative exponent, sends it just to the first, you just need to flip it. Very
So that's only the negative one though.
That was, well, if it was for